So I saw this HFT, actually maybe not even HFT, but I'm assuming HFT is one of their specialties, but it's Hudson River Trading. They posted a good video and I watched it a few days ago and I wanted to cover it here and see what we can learn. As you can see, I have been building OFI, order flow imbalance bots here and other HFT bots here, just getting into this game. Been more of a longer time frame trader here until now. I think it's just easier, as HFT is the biggest reward. I've always said, okay, maybe year 5, 6, 7, I'll get an HFT, and there's been some reasons that I need to dive deeper. So this guy was clearly an HFT. Just chasing him, and any resources I do see, I watch, I learn, and I essentially just follow this process over and over and over again every single day. I'm either researching or back testing or incubating. Process of automating your trading starts with the research of trading strategies. So what we're about to do is about to watch this video, this research. Then we're going to back test those strategies. We have the tick data we can back test on. We can also test on other data. If it works well in the past, it might work in the future, not guaranteed. Let's go ahead and watch the vid.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like a billion different things you can try.
Yeah, and each one of these can be like a sizable chunk of time for a researcher.
I gotta mute it for a sec.
Mark, who is a senior researcher at Hudson River Trading, and he has prepared for us a big data set of market prices and historical market data. And we're going to try to figure out what's going on and whether we can predict future prices from historical market data. Mark, let's dig in.
Yeah, let's do it. So today I'm basically walking you through how to build a predictive signal from order book data. So I've given you like real order book data, that is snapshots of the top 5 levels of the order book, both on the bid and ask side, for a couple of different tech stocks: NVIDIA, Tesla, AMD, etc.
Okay, cool. Super interesting.
Imbalance feature is a very simple signal that is like one of the first things you might think of for what features of an order book might be predictive of the future price. So it compares the volume on both sides of the book, and that pressure implies something about the way the price is going to go in the future. The second idea, though, is that some people think about is momentum, which is like,
okay, I believe what he just explained was order flow imbalance, and that's what we're doing here with these bots that I'm testing, I'm incubating currently. I'm excited to keep watching this. I am going to rerun it later, probably with Gemini, to see if I can pull some extra ideas out of it, because I know Gemini can actually listen or watch the video if I can find it on YouTube.
Both sides of the book. And
I wanted to look at this compute R2 of predictions given. So it's looking at the imbalance ask volume minus bid volume. Denominator ask plus. Okay.
that pressure implies something about the way the price is going to go in the future. The second idea, though, is that some people think about is momentum, which is like things have happened recently and they will continue to happen.
Right.
One reasonable thing you can do to start is like I can look at like previous returns. Then like you can compute like the current mid minus the previous mid divided by the previous mid. That gives you kind of the return over the past like 100 some events. And maybe that's an interesting feature.
What is the shape of the prediction?
Okay, so these are the targets I gave you. What kind of pops out immediately?
Well, they are centered at 0.
They're roughly centered at 0.
Yeah.
People have a very good idea of like where the price should be.
Yeah.
And if it's not very tight, then like, there's a little uncertainty around what this price is.
That's right. Okay.
It's one measure of kind of the amount of predictive power that your predictions have, the amount of like variance explained that your predictions are accounting for. But it's not the only measure. It's just like a reasonable choice.
Sure.
Improvement, 34% improvement over any single feature, which is
That single feature, yeah.
yeah, which is pretty good. But like, I'll say this. Any feature you add in a linear model is going to improve R, like at least leave R squared flat. Because R squared.
At the worst, you just don't consider it.
At the worst, you just put it's a convex problem.
Yeah.
And so at the worst, you just like assign it 0.
Yeah.
What might be meaningful, you might think, is how much more predictive power do you have over everyone else? So like maybe you're not explaining much of the variance, but you're explaining more variance than other people, and so you can like price better than other people.
Right.
And that is enough. One thing that we deal with in like
That's pretty cool, if you think about it. So maybe your predictions aren't necessarily correct in price. You're predicting price, at the end of the day, whether you're using indicators, machine learning, whatever, you're always trying to predict price. So maybe your price predictions aren't necessarily correct, but they're better than the majority of others. And remember, this is PvP. So if you're better than the majority of others, you should be able to take money from them. Sorry to be so aggressive there, but it's very important to know that when you're making money, you're taking from somebody else. So trading is. That's why it's fierce competitors up in this, and it's just people spend all day trying to build out their systems and their models. You see me here.
real life, the markets change rather rapidly, and so your models are going to degrade. The parameters that you compute are going to degrade, and so like some measure of that is kind of interesting to think about.
How you construct the features, how you train them, like everything here. There's like each like little thing we like barely talked about is like branches into 10,000 different decisions.
Yeah, but I hope that you like now realize, just given like the complexity, how it occupies hundreds of very smart people for years.
Right. Yeah.
Hundreds of smart people for years. Okay, there was one point here I wanted to write down.
And maybe that's an current mid minus the previous mid divided by the previous mid.
Okay, here we go.
Previous returns. Then like you can compute like the current mid minus the previous mid divided by the previous mid. That gives you kind of the return over the past like 100 some events. And maybe that's an interesting feature.
What is the shape of the prediction?
Okay, so these are the targets I gave you.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of pops out immediately? Previous returns. Then like you can compute like the current mid minus the previous mid divided by the previous mid. That gives you kind of the return over the past like 100 some events. And maybe
so the current mid minus the previous mid. Okay, that's just calculating return.
That's an interesting feature.
What is the shape of the prediction?
That's an interesting feature. Okay, so they didn't give us too much here. Of course not. They're never going to give us too much, but it's something to think about. And I really like that point about, yes, your predictions may not be perfect, but if they're better than most traders, I'm gonna get all these copyright strikes because of this, though. so many sounds.
It's no exaggeration to say that AI is critical to HRT's success.
We've built models that are deployed in every asset class in the world, but also across like time horizon.
You can do really intellectually interesting research, like hard problems that are being solved, know more about HRT.
Every problem has as much depth as you want it to have, and things that will be impactful to the firm.
We need like the best researchers in the world to come here, research our existing models, and really push them even further than we think they can be taken now.
Teams at HRT. Okay, well, let's see if there was any alpha leaked in here.
No one gets into something a machine starts with in academia. Starts with given inputs. Every ML problem that you get in academia starts with given inputs X and outputs Y. And you're supposed to predict Y from X. There's no Y here. No one's given you that. All we've gotten from the exchange is these like events that happen in real time. How do you turn those events into something a machine learning model can understand? What do you even predict? Do you can predict the future price that you can buy at, the future price you can sell at? You can predict some average of the two. It could be a classification problem, a regression problem. And that's all before you've even talked about the model. You haven't even gotten to like the definition of the problem yet. And there's already so much complexity. And then additionally, you are subject to incredibly tight latency constraints. Because first, these events are coming at you like over 1,000 a second. You have to process them fast enough that if you decide you want to make a trade, you actually can get those shares before someone else. It's this kind of beautiful blend between like machine learning and incredibly difficult engineering problems. I think that's like very surprising to like most students who think that
It's no exaggeration to say that critical to HIT's success. AI is critical to
Data.
HIT's success.
We've built models that are deployed in every asset class in the world, but also across like time horizon.
You can do really
Across time horizons. I like that. It's important to know.
World, but also across like time horizon.
You can do really intellectually interesting research, like hard problems that are being solved, nowhere but HRT.
Every problem has
Market bar dataset of market bars in transform model. Okay, we've seen all this.
as much depth as you want it to
Just make sure we're locked, bro. Neural network, feed forward.
as you want it to have, and things that will be impactful to the firm.
We need like the best researchers in the world to come here, research our existing models, and really push them even further than we think they can be taken now.
You just got to make your systems better and better because that's what everybody else is trying to do. That's what Jim Simon says. So let's just keep it locked. I'm glad to see nothing too new here because that means at least we got the eyes. We got the eyes and everything I've seen, you've seen. So keep locking in. I want to dive deeper into that video. So first off, I need to say Hudson River Trading. See if we can find it on the YouTube videos here. Okay, here it is. Good. So let's go copy link. Okay, macro HRT's approach to global markets, C++ in quant finance. Let's watch that after. Interning in quant finance, real projects, real impact. There may be a thought there, and that's all we need is just ideas. Remember, research, back test, implement. Research, back test, implement. Just keep stepping on the gas. Keep stepping on the gas. Building world-class teams. Okay. Ask an algorithm developer. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, there's some good informations here. Automation and quant trading. I think I've watched this before. Ask a quant intern. Yeah, they might drop some sauce on us. It's just an idea. Just an idea. We are Hudson River Trading, HRT's partners on being curious leaders. Okay, yeah, let's watch that as well. Okay, so now I want to go to Gemini and say, as an algorithmic trader, can you pull all the alpha from this video and ideas to improve our current OFI trading bot? Maybe this is just a elementary example of how to use order flow, and they don't give us too much in this video, but maybe you can connect dots that I wasn't able to connect because they show us order flow and balance. That's what they quickly talk about, but the thing is there's so many ways to slice this pie, dude. There's just so many ways. And Homeboy said this is why hundreds of developers get all of their time taken by this industry. Researchers, etc. Please watch that video and then go ahead and answer above things. Okay, so it's watching the video ideally. Let's go ahead and see what's Gucci over here.
It is into like HRT culture. These are actual projects that a full-timer would work on if we didn't have an intern working on it.
There are a lot of really challenging, really in Singapore
specific team.
and the quantitative side, interested in doing.
If you have the base quant that all of the interns do,
Because primarily,
while at the same time,
project and get a lot of.
Ask an algo. Oh. I was so excited. Ask an algo dev.
Ooh, all right. How does this open? What is an algorithm developer?
What is an algorithm developer? I guess an algorithm developer is someone who works to develop and deploy trading strategies at HRT. So we own the whole pipeline from like finding cool data sources to like fitting models and then hopefully trading on them.
It involves applying a lot of structure to like these unstructured problems that have a lot of different moving parts. It involves a good amount of time spent writing code, writing software at a level that's pretty, I think, impressive. At least I'm impressed with my coworkers.
Algorithm developers are like ultimately responsible for like deciding when to buy and sell. We're doing automated trading, and it's kind of our job to think about like the predictive models and the trading strategies that like underlie kind of like how we buy low and sell high. Kind of like what is the core of the strategy, what is the trade, and then how do we make the trade like smarter?
I think that the title is kind of like no one description captures everything. Some people specialize a lot more in engineering or in like research or like stat.
We'll get back to that. The video inside HRT AI Labs, machine learning for financial markets. Is that the video? Didn't know I had such a mouthful of a name, bro.
Cybersecurity degree that leads to real results at WGU.
3 months ago?
AI integrated
This is not it, fam.
certifications,
My bad.
and career momentum.
Without the degree from WGU, I wouldn't have got the job.
Learn more at wgu.edu.
It's no exaggeration to say that AI is critical to HIT's
problems.
The power of deep HIT responsible
for deployed in every
amazing person,
like on the order of like
the hyperscalers.
That's not it. My bad. Oh, they don't have it. They don't have it. Okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's all my code, dude. Gemini, you can have it. Everybody can have it. My bet is I will outswim you, dude. That's it. You can have everything I have. I know I'll go longer than you. Why you share all this for free on YouTube? Dude. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, let's go ahead here and say this, and then let's go ahead and give it the video. Okay. Grok, let's see what you can do. Please watch that video and then go ahead and answer the above. Analysis of the video ex post. The video appears to be an introductory explanation of order flow and balance, OFI, and its application in trading, likely aimed at beginners or traders new to order flow concepts. Since I cannot directly watch the video, I'll infer its content based on the... Why can't you watch the video, fam? Grok, what's up? Copy video, Addy. Can you answer again after watching this video? I think you should be able to watch it, fam. You should be able to watch that. I can now access the video linked. I've watched it and will provide a detailed analysis based on its content, connecting it to your advanced OFI trading bot and suggesting improvements. Video summary. The video features a discussion between Dwarkesh Patel and Mark, a senior researcher at Hudson River Trading, HRT, focusing on building predictive signals from market data, specifically order book data. Key points from the video include order book data. Mark provides real order book data for stocks like Nvidia, Tesla, AMD, showing snapshots of the top 5 bids and asks. Feature engineering. The discussion covers creating features from order book data such as volume imbalance, bid volume minus ask volume, and mid-price returns. Okay, predictive signals. They explore how these features can predict future price movements, emphasizing the complexity and time-consuming nature of feature engineering. That's what Andrew Ning says. He says machine learning is it's only feature engineering, essentially. Okay, correlation analysis. That's coming up with ideas that might be predictive signals. Correlation analysis. The video shows correlations between features and price returns, highlighting the importance of look-back periods and feature selection. Model building. They discuss building models with optimal lookbacks, comparing single feature models to combined models, and the importance of validating models over different time periods. Practical challenges. The conversation touches on rapid changes in markets, the need for continuous model adaptation, and the extensive resources required for such research. extracted alpha and ideas for improvement. Your trading bot is already sophisticated, but the video provides additional insights that can enhance its performance. Below are specific improvements in alpha extraction, enhanced feature engineering, video insight. The video emphasizes the importance of feature engineering, particularly volume imbalance and mid-price returns over various look-back periods. Improvements of your bot. Add mid-price return features. Incorporate mid-price returns with different look-back periods like 10, 50, and 100 events as additional features. This can be done by calculating the mid-price current. Okay, that's what we went back to. Current mid-price minus previous mid-price divided by previous mid-price, where mid-price equals best bid plus best ask divided by 2. Easy money. Calculate mid-price. So mid-prices are getting the bid and the ask. And then taking the bid and the ask here, dividing it by 2, dude. Divided by 2. Bid ask divided by 2. For bid and ask in the whatever. For period and look back periods, okay. Slick. These features can capture momentum and reversion patterns, potentially improving signal quality. 2. Dynamic look back periods. Video insight. The video discusses the importance of the optimal look back periods for calculating returns and correlations, suggesting that different market conditions may require different lookbacks. Improvement for your bot. Implement adaptive look-back periods based on market volatility or recent price movements. For example, determine adaptive look-back. Okay. Volatility equals NP. Standard deviation list. Okay. Volatility. Okay. 1.5. Return 50. Shorter look-back in volatile markets. Oh, okay. That's nice. Use this adaptive look-back in your OFI calculations and Z-score computations. Alpha. This can make your bot more responsive to changing market conditions, potentially reducing false positives in volatile periods. Correlation-based feature selection, video insight. The video shows correlation analysis between features and price returns, suggesting that not all features are equally predictive. Improvements for your bot. Add a feature selection module that periodically evaluates the correlation between your OFI metric Z-score velocity and acceleration and recent price movements. Retain only the best or the most predictive features. Use this to dynamically adjust which OFI components contribute to the signal score. Alpha. Focus computational resources on the most predictive signals, improving efficiency and accuracy. Regime detection enhancement. The video mentions the rapid changes in market, implying the need for robust regime detection. Enhance your Z-score based regime detection by incorporating regime change indicators from the order book, such as sudden spikes, volume surge, and momentum alignment refinement. The video likely discusses likely as a confirmation factor, similar to your bot's volume surge multiplier. Refine the volume surge detection by considering the distribution of volume across price levels rather than total volume, for example. Trade execution optimization, video insight. The video doesn't delve into execution, but the context of HRT suggests advanced execution strategies. Improvement for your bot. Enhance your maker order execution by incorporating order book liquidity assessment. Before placing an order, evaluate the depth at the target price. Model validation and adaptation. The video emphasizes the need for continuous model validation due to changing market conditions. Improvement for your bot. Implementing a rolling validation framework. Visualization and debugging. Connection to your bot's frameworks. Your bot already incorporates many advanced features, but the video's emphasis on feature engineering, correlation analysis, and model validation suggests areas of refinement. Multi-level OFI. Your harmonic weighting is solid, but consider dynamic depth selection and correlation-based feature pruning. Regime detection. Enhanced with regime change indicators from order book data. Confirmation layers. Execution. Okay, we do have a good maker strategy here. What would your number one improvement be? I'll go ahead and A/B test that. I'll add it into my bot. You don't need to code it for me. I got this. And then also, I want to hear your number two best idea. And then I'll test that versus the the original and this new one. So we'll have 2 new tests. But think about this. Based off the video, your best 2 ideas. Okay. I think we need to chill out on the lighter request because I got this error. Okay, let's go ahead and fix it. I got 4 bots running down here. 4 bots. Okay, so I don't need to show you those. You've been here all day, dude. You're always locked. You're just as locked as I. Let's say at lighter. I'm getting this where it's not even looking at the position. I do have a position, but you can see that it's saying too many calls. So maybe we gotta put some sleeps in between some of our calls or something. And if there's any other ideas, go ahead and fix that. Thank you. Okay, understood. Based on the video and your advanced OFI trading bot, I'll provide my 2 improvement ideas focusing on alpha extraction and enhancing performance. These ideas are grounded in the video's insights and tailored to your bot's performance. Framework, sorry. Number 1, improvement. Dynamic look-back periods for OFI calculations. Rationale. The video emphasizes the importance of optimal look-back periods for calculating returns and correlations, suggesting that different market conditions require different look-back periods. Your bot currently uses fixed windows, which may not adapt well to changing market dynamics. Dynamic look-back periods can improve signal sensitivity and reduce noise during volatile or trending markets. Okay. Improvement description. Implement adaptive look-back periods for OFI calculations based on market volatility and recent price movements. This adjustment will make your bot more responsive to market conditions, potentially improving the accuracy of regime detection and signal generation. How it works. During high volatility periods, use shorter lookbacks to capture rapid changes in order flow. In low volatility periods, use longer lookbacks. Impact on your bot. This will primarily affect the calculate OFI z-score. Why is the top choice? This improvement directly addresses the video's insight about the importance of look-back periods and aligns with your bot's statistical approach. Okay, so I'm going to go. And then I'm going to put it on the list. Okay, she got a little something here. But we're going to go ahead and say OFI advanced, I believe. Yeah. Extended OFI advanced. Extended OFI advanced. Okay. And then I'm going to do it with the same one, but OFI advanced with legs, no legs. Okay, here I have a new idea I want you to implement into 2 new files based off of these 2 files. These are the same bots, but one has control, so only trades if there's less than X amount of liquidations, and the other one trades at all times. But I want you to go ahead and build out these 2 bots based off of this idea. Thank you. All right, so let's wait for her to be done. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and run this back. That's the lighter one. Okay, now we're going with our new idea here. See, let's see if this lighter is going off or not. All orders canceled, position closed. The position's still open, fam. So I got some words for her. You can see here in this lighter one, the position is still open, but it says closed. So something's going on here, something weird. Please add any debugging you need. But essentially, this was supposed to check the take profit stop loss for the position. Immediately when it's run, and every time it says it's cooling off or it's in cooldown, it should still be checking it because we have an open position that's just sitting. At lighter, sitting. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and run it back. And then you can see she's creating what we learned from the video. Damn, I'm getting killed with this rate limit, bro. So they be killing you with rate limits on lighter. Looks like I'm still getting smoked with this rate limit. Maybe we should put a second sleep in between places of these calls, like the account info and all that stuff. You can see where you need to place them. No exponential backoffs though, because this is a bot and needs to keep running, you know? And she'll put an exponential in there, and then it'll be crazy because we'll be sitting there forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Do you know what exponential backoff is? I learned that here. It did close the position eventually. And I wonder how. Okay, so you can see this is building the bots that we requested based off of the video that we watched. Now I'll create the liquidation controlled version by reading the no licks template and adapting it with the adaptive lookback features. 30 billion is crazy, dude. 30 billion? We're not talking millions, we're talking billions. We're not talking millions, we're talking billions. That's crazy. So we're creating the extended OFI adaptive no licky. And then I'm gonna put these on the on decks. Let's say on deck section. Insert rows below here. I mean, how many requests can you have on lighter documentation? Lighter documentation here. Fees API. API docs.lighter.xyz. Rate limits. Let's go ahead and tell her about it then. Here are their rate limits. I just have a regular account. Put sleeps throughout the bot to make sure to abide by those rate limits, but push it as hard as absolutely possible. We want to be able to run this as much as we want. We want to run it to the limit pretty much, because right now we're running into these 429s often. Okay, sick, dude. So we got these two. Can you double check that we have our multi-account functionality in there, and then we'll set one to account 2 and one to account 3. I could look too. I could just look. But sometimes, you just get way deep into this AI stuff and you just wanna do everything. I don't see the multiple accounts here, and that's okay. We'll go ahead here and go ahead and give her this example here of this micro price of yeah. This is for the 2 bots you built above, but here's an example of how we use the multi-account section. Make sure that you have that at the top of the code as a variable. Thank you. At extended micro price. Yo, Wishy, what's up, bro? Okay, let's see what she said. Okay, I got another AI over here. That's who I'm talking to. So you can see here, the premium accounts have limit of 2,400 per minute, while standard account has 60 per minute. Waits per endpoint, send TX. Okay, you can have 6 per minute. Info per user 100, per user 50. IP rate limit, request from a single IP is 60 requests per minute. Okay, so I got you now, big dog. Perfect. Let me summarize all the rate limit protections. A complete rate limit protection strategy based on lighter API limits. 100 requests per 10 seconds or 500. Where do you see that, Phil? I only see minutes. I mean, I got the regular account. This is the printout from the whole website. I just don't get where you got the per 10 seconds. The 100 requests per 10 seconds. That just doesn't seem right. So you may have to adjust. Okay, thanks. Okay, and here we got the 2 bots rolling. Compacting convo. Okay, great timing. You're absolutely right, Dr. Daydog. I misread the docs. Looking at the actual, it's 60 requests per minute, 1 request per second. IP limit, 30 requests per minute. Yes. So we're going to get that fixed. We're going to keep pushing. Okay, let's go ahead and see what happens. So perfect. The bot is properly configured for standard account, 60 requests per minute. Okay. Update rate limit protection. Okay, get account info, 1.5 second delay before calls, 0.67. Okay. 5 second between position checks, it was 3. Monitor position 2 seconds minimum. Okay. After cancel. Okay. Let's go ahead and see how it does. I'll watch it for a minute. Okay, then we got these two set up. I've completed the multi-account functionality set up for both adaptive OFI bots, Dr. Datadog. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, snap. Where are they, though? Adaptives. So advanced, extended, advanced, adaptive. Okay, these are the two files. Let me copy path, relative path. I should copy the full path, but dun 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 dun. These are on deck. Okay, let's go ahead and say insert below. That one's on deck as well. And then this one is also on deck. These are the ones I run next. I don't know what account. I got 3 of them. But I've got 3 tests running, and I want those to keep running for at least, you know, like I said, they didn't get a lot of trades yesterday. A couple of the accounts didn't get any, and that's just because there was risk metrics going on the entire day, but essentially too many liquidations all day. So this video was really sick. I'm glad we watched it. I'll make sure to, I've already retweeted it, so it's somewhere on my page as well if you want to go watch it directly. Based off of it, we took the adaptive, we took 2 ideas from it, and actually, matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not done yet. Stop it. Idea number 2, correlation-based feature selection. Highlights complexity of feature engineering. Identify the most predictive features from the order book. Your bot already uses multiple OFI metrics like z-score, velocity, acceleration, volume surge, but not all may be equally predictive in every market condition. Correlation-based feature selection can help focus on the most relevant signals, improving computational efficiency and trade accuracy. Improvement description. Periodically evaluate the correlation between your OFI metrics and recent price movements, retaining only the most predictive features. This can be done by calculating correlations over a rolling window and adjusting the weight for each feature. Okay, how it works. For example, if the z-score shows a strong correlation with price returns, but velocity does not, reduce the weight of the velocity impact on your bot. This will modify the get signal quality method, potentially reducing the score contribution from less predictive features. Why it's a second choice. Implementation guidance, no code needed. You mentioned you'll handle the coding, so here's the approach. Step 1, collect historical data on OFI metrics and corresponding price returns over a rolling window over 24 hours. Calculate correlation between each metric, price returns, setting a threshold for significance correlations. Okay, so let's just build that real quick. Let's just build it. Let's just see if we can build it. It does take some data collection, so we'll get that going first, okay? And then I can come back here to it tomorrow or maybe the next day once it has some data. All right, so here's another idea. And originally, I would like you to build the above two just like you did. This will be to do tests with this idea. That being said, it looks like I need to build storage of this OFI data. So maybe you could make a file that stores the OFI data how we need it. And then you can also make a MD file showing exactly what our plan is to take those two original extended bots I sent you and have them work on account 1, 2, or 3, just like the above ones do, but using the new strategy I outlined above. So for now, I think the deliverable can be a script that I can run right now that will start collecting the data needed in order to build what I put above, and then the MD file that will explain what we're going to build once that data has completely collected 24 hours of data. Okay, sick. I'm gonna have her build that, and then I'm gonna show you all of the code, because this video, I believe code is a great equalizer. I hope to God that they drop more videos, more sauce, more heat, dude. I know leaking edge is their biggest fear, but I think if you leak enough edge, you'll get plenty edge back. So sharing is caring. I appreciate this one so far. She's gonna cook this up, and I'm gonna run it for 24 hours. But in the meantime, let me go ahead and show you all the code. I'm gonna show you the adaptive one, the one without the liquidation threshold thing, because the liquidation threshold thing is internal data. But here's all the code. I'll just scroll through it so you can see it. You can pause the video however you like. Just pause the video and you'll be able to see all the code. There's definitely going to be some tweaks that you need to make, and this is not financial advice. I have not tested this. If you run it without looking, you're going to lose a bunch of money. That's pretty much guaranteed, because you don't know what's going on in the bot, and I just built it. Please pause the video here before you look at the rest of the code. Thank you. Just read this. Thank you. Not a financial advisor. Not a financial advisor. You can see we're using Binance still for the market data here, order book data. I'm just going to keep scrolling through this, because you got the pause button, you got the rewind button, you got all the buttons that I don't have. That's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. So it says I'll create a data collection script for OFI metrics and price returns, plus a comprehensive MD file outlining the correlation-based feature selection strategy. So you can see calculate volatility here, update adaptive look back, okay, calculate multi-level OFI, calculate total volume, calculate OFI velocity, calculate OFI acceleration, calculate adaptive OFI z-score, get signal quality, okay, OFI acceleration, OFI velocity. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I hope you are able to get all of this and step on the gas in your own way. I just build the ideas that come to me. I watch videos, I read books, I listen to books, don't cap. I listen to books every day. Every single day. I love them. A lot of alpha in these books, dude. A lot of ideas. Idea can lead you to anything, dude. It's just about the idea. But in order to have the ideas, you got to put the time in. Got to be focused, fam. Okay, so you can see the extended WebSocket getting the best prices. Okay, here's the rest of the code, dude. I want to show you everything. If you can see it all, you can be it all. You just have to see it, dude. Just have to see it, at least in your mind's eye. But this is literal. I'm giving you all the code. All the code in the world. While I got AI building me some new ideas, and now I have too many of these on deck. I have 3 on deck waiting. I've got 4 running right now, just in this incubation stage. This is HFT stuff, so this is not my game. This is a new world to me, but I like new worlds. I like new worlds. Damn, this is a lot of code to go through, but I'm showing you all of it. Let's close this window, huh? Let's make this a little bit wider. Damn, these are some long lines of code. A lot of color in my code. That's what's making them so long. I'm still offended this is colored, but it is what it is. All right, you've seen it all, dude. Let's go ahead and get this file running, and then I can cut this off because I know it's getting long. So let's go ahead and read through this real quick. So OFI data collector, let's go find that. Run this now. Let me go ahead and find it. OFI data collector. And I'm going to get you this code too. Well, if you guys want it. Somebody throw 777 in the chat if you want it. If you want it, I'll show it to you. Olanado is only 777 in here. We'll see. Okay. I need to run this data collector, copy path. Okay, let's go ahead and say new here. And then let's say conda activate hibachi because I like that name now. CD, okay. And then we're going to say Python run it. Okay, it's running. So Binance OFI data collection. That's running, and we'll go ahead here and read through this real quick. And then I'm going to let you go because I'm trying to keep these videos shorter for you, dude. Run this now. Connects to Binance WebSocket for real-time order book data. Calculates all OFI metrics, raw OFI, Z-score, velocity, acceleration, volume, depth, and balance. Tracks forward-looking price returns, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute. Auto-saves to CSV every 60 seconds. Prints status updates every 5 minutes. Shows estimated hours of data collection. Let it run for 24 hours to capture different market conditions, volatility, calm, trending, ranging, high-low, liquidity. Correlation-based OFI strategy complete. Comprehensive strategy document including strategy overview, how correlation-based feature selection works, data collection phase, what we're collecting and why, analysis phase, okay. Next step, start the data collector, let it run for 24 hours, monitor the status every 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, status updates every 5 minutes to ensure it's working. Okay, you can see here it's saved 528 records to data OFI. Perfect. So we're going to have this new idea, and this is going to be built tomorrow on the live stream. We're live every single day. Much love to you, and thank you again to these dudes here for the video, the inspiration. It's all about ideas, dude. So keep your ears and your heart open. I'll see you next time.